Hey, I hope you are having a wonderful day. It's Miss Jackson, your favorite Nearpod pioneer here, and I wanted to quickly walk you through the process of creating a Nearpod lesson and just sort of talk about some of those cool, engaging activities, interactive things that you can do with Nearpod. So as you can see here, I'm logged into my Nearpod account. The first thing you're going to do is to click that drop down that says create. Now, there are several ways that you can create a lesson in Nearpod, but what I want to talk about today is just a basic way of going in and creating a lesson through the Nearpod platform. So once you hit create, I'm going to hit lessons. Once you hit lessons, what's going to come up is this sort of blank screen. It's going to say untitled lesson, and it is like your canvas. Okay, so it's time for you to put all of the colors that you want on this canvas to make it pop, to make it beautiful, to remind you that teaching and learning matters and that you are the change. So the first thing I always like to do is just make sure I title my lesson. And the reason that I like to title my lesson is simply because I don't want to get lost in creating an amazing lesson and then save it, and then I have a million untitled lessons and I can't find it. So I'm just going to go ahead and name this sample lesson. Now it's up to you if you want to put a description in. You can do that, attach a grade to it. I'm usually doing PD sessions, and so I'll just go ahead and attach that, and I'm going to hit submit. Now, we talked about several activities that you can add to your Nearpod lesson. So to do that, what you're going to need to do is to click this plus sign that says add slide. When you click add slide, this little discussion box will pop up. Now you can add content or you can add activities. Today we talked about several activities that you can add. So you'll just click that tab that says activities. If you want to add a draw it, that's where the students are able to actually go in and draw over something. You could click draw it. Once you click draw it, this screen will open up. Now remember we talked about adding a background image. So you could click upload background image. And I'm just going to search Google and I'm going to put just Venn diagram. I'm sure I'll be able to find a blank template. And here you go. So I'm going to choose that one and I'm going to click save. I could choose to put some instructions there. Say students, compare and contrast virtual and in-person learning. Okay. If I wanted to give students a reference item, if we'd done a presentation on it before, I could do that by clicking over here to add media, video, or even giving some audio instructions. Okay. I'll go ahead and click save. Once I click save, I now have this draw it activity in my Nearpod. If I want to add another activity, I simply come over here, click add slide. We also talked about some content such as the slideshow and the audio. You all might have seen in the presentation that I did some PDFs embedded in that presentation. You can put them right here. Also, any web content. So for example, if you've created a Google form and you want to add it, you can. If you want to even just add a slide with some text and images, you can do that. This is also where you can add your virtual field trips. So let's add a virtual field trip. And let's just go to South Africa. I know 7th grade studies South Africa. And I could choose any of these images that are going to come up for South Africa. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and choose one. I click on it and click done. Once I do that, that field trip is now in my Nearpod. Again, to add another activity, add slide, click activities, and say now I want to go in and add a poll. Poll gives you an opportunity to just quickly gauge how students are feeling. Do you like Nearpod? I know what my answer would be. And you could put yes or no. And go ahead and click save. Now remember, you also can add media, video, or audio instructions. So again, any activities that you want to add, you simply are going to go to add slide, look for it under content or activities, Click on it, and you're good to go. To save your lesson, you're going to hit save and exit. And then if you want to, you can go in and preview it. Now, we also talked about how do students participate. Remember we said that students can do student-paced lesson or live participation. If you're doing it during your class, you can click live participation. What'll happen is it'll open up and it'll also give you the code that you're going to give students to join. You also could invite them by getting a link and giving them this URL to join. I look forward to helping you walk through your Nearpod journey. It was a pleasure working with you. Please let me know if you have any questions, concerns, or comments. Also, if you enjoyed the session, please go to Twitter at QJacksonSSRocks and shout me out. Shout out Nearpod. Let them know that we are rocking out Nearpod and using it to transform teaching and learning. Have a great day.